Hi, I'm Twyla from My Bilingual Life. I want to help you become bilingual. Today, I want to talk to you about flavors in foods using de in Spanish. Sometimes we want to talk about something more specific rather than a very general food. For example, we may want to talk about a specific flavor of ice cream instead of just talking about ice cream in general. Some flavors will have particular names, but some of them will use the word de to make the flavor distinction. Let's look at some examples. Jugo, juice. Juice is one of the things that you will almost always use de. Some examples are jugo de naranja, orange juice. Jugo de naranja. Jugo de manzana, apple juice. Jugo de manzana. Jugo de uva, grape juice. Jugo de uva. Now notice on these, you also use the singular form of the fruit. Naranja, manzana, uva. People would still understand you if you said jugo de uvas, but the correct form is jugo de uva. Ice cream, helado. One of my favorite things to do is to explore different flavors of ice cream. Some of them have specific names, like cookies and cream, but many of them use de in Spanish. Now, helado is a more general term that's understood in many places. Some places have their specific names for ice cream. For example, in Mexico, ice cream is usually known as nieve. So some of the three most popular flavors are helado de chocolate, chocolate ice cream, helado de chocolate, helado de vainilla, vanilla ice cream, helado de vainilla, helado de fresa, strawberry ice cream, helado de fresa. Paleta, or popsicles, are other things that also have many flavors, almost like ice cream. So let's check out a couple of these. Paleta de limón, a lemon popsicle. Paleta de coco, this is my favorite, a coconut popsicle. Paleta de coco. Paleta de uva, a grape popsicle. Paleta de uva. Water also can have many flavors. El agua. In Mexico, in particular, one of the most popular drinks is different flavored fruit waters. And many times you'll see street vendors that have huge glass jars filled with all sorts of colorful drinks. So this is a place where you often use de. Agua de Jamaica. This is a very popular drink in Mexico. Jamaica is actually the hibiscus flower. So they take the hibiscus flower and they soak it and they add some kind of a sweetener. And it makes a really flavorful drink. So agua de Jamaica. One of my absolute favorites is agua de horchata. Sometimes it's translated as rice water, but that doesn't sound very appetizing. But in reality, they soak rice in water overnight and add several different ingredients, including usually cinnamon and some kind of a sweetener. And it makes a very delicious drink. Agua de horchata. And then, of course, you have all the fruit drinks. One of my favorites is agua de sandía, watermelon water. Agua de sandía. Again, they'll take pretty much any kind of fruit and make it into a flavored water. And they're very delicious and colorful and wonderful on a hot, sunny day. Leche. We don't have very many flavors of milk. Probably the most popular from my childhood were leche de chocolate, chocolate milk, or leche de fresa, strawberry milk. Now, this could also work for the different kinds of milk that we have now. You might have leche de almendra, almond milk, leche de soya, soy milk. So those are some other possibilities. But those are kind of different kinds of milk versus different flavors. Pastel, cake. Of course, there are many flavors of cake. Let me give you a couple of examples. Pastel de chocolate, chocolate cake. Pastel de nuez, nut cake. It might be a pecan cake. Pastel de nuez. Pastel de fresa. Strawberry cake. Pastel de fresa. Caldo. Soup. Or we could translate this as stew in some of them. Of course, there's different kinds. So let's talk about some of the popular ones. Caldo de pollo. My favorite for when I get sick. Chicken soup. Caldo de pollo. Caldo de vegetales. Vegetable soup. Caldo de vegetales. Caldo de res would be beef soup. In my family, we called it beef stew. Caldo de res. Of course, there are also many kinds of sandwiches. This is another place where you would use the word de. You might have a sandwich de jamón y queso, a ham and cheese sandwich. Sandwich de jamón y queso. And another childhood favorite, sandwich de mermelada y mantequilla de cacahuate. That's a PBJ, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Sandwich de mermelada y mantequilla de cacahuate. Tacos. Now this is a whole nother topic. We'll touch on this briefly here. Different kinds of tacos you can use de. However, many tacos have their own names, their own special names. So taco de pollo is a chicken taco. Taco de pollo. Taco de carne asada. This is a grilled meat taco. Usually it's beef. Taco de carne asada. Taco de pescado is a fish taco. Taco de pescado. And again, there are many others. Some of them have specific names. Pizza. This is very similar to tacos. There's many different kinds and different ingredients. One thing though, many pizza restaurants or restaurants that serve pizza will have their own special names. For example, I know one of my favorites is a pizza that has everything on it. And some of the different names could be deluxe, supreme, extravaganza, all sorts of different names for the same ingredients. So always check your list of ingredients. But some of them are pretty standard. For example, pizza de pepperoni, a pepperoni pizza. Pizza de pepperoni. Another favorite is pizza de cuatro quesos, a 4-cheese pizza. Pizza de cuatro quesos. Now, candy is another area that sometimes they have specific names. For example, Kit Kat, Snicker, Hershey's. Those all have a different name and we recognize them. But if you're not sure what it's made of or the flavor, you might use de to explain it a little better. So dulce de leche, this is a very popular flavor. It's actually a candy or a sweetener made out of milk. It's kind of like a caramel. Dulce de leche. Dulce de menta, this would be a mint candy. Dulce de menta. Dulce de fresa, a strawberry flavored candy. Dulce de fresa. Now last we're going to talk about salsa. Now salsa typically is what you would have at a Mexican restaurant, a tomato, hot peppers mixture that you eat with your chips. But not always. Salsa actually can be translated as sauce or gravy. So just be aware of that. If someone asks you if you want salsa with your ice cream, they're probably not talking about the salsa that you would eat with your chips at a Mexican restaurant. So let's look at a couple of examples. Salsa de tomate. Now this could be the kind that you eat with your chips at a restaurant, but this could also be a tomato sauce that you eat like on your spaghetti or with your pizza. Salsa de tomate. Salsa de chocolate. Now this would be what you would have at an ice cream store. A chocolate sauce, a chocolate syrup. So just realize that salsa isn't always the mixture of things that you eat at a Mexican restaurant with your chips. It could be some other things. Also, on a side note, gravy is often known as salsa in Spanish. I hope this helped you understand how to talk about the flavors in Spanish using de. If you like this lesson, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of our other lessons. I'll see you soon. Nos vemos.